all you mommies to be, if you are watching this video, you are probably somewhere around the 8th week of your pregnancy. And if you are watching today's video, you probably have a lot of questions. So in this video, I'm going to be answering questions and talking about things that you'd want to know about at this point in your pregnancy. So we're going to be talking about your baby's development, what changes your body is going through, what you might be feeling like, what to expect at your next doctor's appointment, what can help you to be more comfortable. Basically, everything that you need to be thinking about right now, we're going to talk about right now. So stick around. You won't want to miss this. I'm also going to spend some time talking about morning sickness, because for many of you, it might be starting to get pretty bad, and there are definitely things that you can do to help. Hey, my name is Diana. I'm a physician assistant, and I specialize in women's health and gynecology. I am a mommy to 3, and like you, I have 1 on the way. You are watching In the Pink, and if you're new here, In the Pink means in good health and spirits. So if you like being healthy and happy, hit subscribe, because you are in the right place. If you are 8 weeks along, congratulations, because you're officially 2 months along. Only 7 more months to go. Some people start announcing pregnancies at this point, but many people choose to wait until they are out of the first trimester, since the risk of miscarrying lowers after the first trimester. Your baby has made a lot of progress. By the end of the 8th week, your baby has begun to develop all the vital organs. The baby is just about 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch right now, so about the size of a raspberry. The baby's genitals are also starting to develop, but it will still be at least 6 weeks before you can see the gender on ultrasound. The baby now has a nose and eyelids and even lips. The heart is beating fast, about twice as fast as yours now.
Be there? Okay.
About 150 to 170 beats per minute. On ultrasound, you will see that the gestational sac is getting bigger due to more amniotic fluid forming. There, the baby is also noticeably bigger. You can see the head and body. Sometimes you can catch a glimpse of those little arm and leg buds. If you haven't seen your OB yet, you need to call and make your appointment. And your first appointment is really an exciting thing. Your doctor will go over a lot of important information that you need to know. They will ask you about your family history, your personal history, any medications that you might be taking, any surgeries you've had, and any medical problems you have. This is just so that they can be sure to help you out through your pregnancy the very best. At this appointment, you will get an ultrasound. Now, there are 2 types of ultrasounds that they might do. One is an ultrasound that goes right on your abdomen, and the second is an ultrasound that goes inside your vagina. If your doctor does that type of ultrasound, don't be nervous. The ultrasound probe is small and shouldn't cause pain, but the nice thing about this type of ultrasound is early in your pregnancy, you can see your baby with so much more detail than you can with an abdominal ultrasound. On this ultrasound, you will get to see your baby's heartbeat. On the screen, it looks like a little flicker. You might be able to hear it too, and if you haven't had one in a while, your doctor will also want to check a pap test. Usually at this point in your appointment, they will want to draw some blood work and send it to the lab. These are called your prenatal labs. They consist of checking your liver and your kidney functions, your electrolytes, your thyroid function. They also check your blood type and other important information that your doctor needs to know. Be prepared to give a urine sample at every appointment. This is a routine test that helps your doctor screen for urinary tract infections. They also use it to monitor protein in urine. There are some do's and don'ts that your doctor will want to talk about. I went over this in depth at week 7 video. Be sure to check that out. It gives you a lot of good information. Your body is going to continue to go through changes. You might also start to notice increased vaginal discharge. This is called leukorrhea. Leukorrhea is normal vaginal discharge. It might seem more than you're used to, and this is due to an increased amount of estrogen that your body has, stimulating your mucous membranes. But do not douche thinking you are cleaning out the discharge. Your vagina is like a self-cleaning oven, and you don't need to wash yourself inside there. And douching can actually increase your chances of getting a vaginal infection. So just don't do it. What you can do is wear cotton underwear and change it throughout the day if you need to. Now, if you are having a thick yellow or green smelly discharge or white lumpy discharge with itching or burning or anything else like that, that seems unusual to you, you could have a vaginal infection. Talk to your OB. You might also start to notice a little constipation, and that can be from your changing hormones, causing the smooth muscle in your bowels to slow down. Or it could simply be from your prenatal vitamin, which contains iron, and iron supplements, as you may know, can cause constipation. I recommend getting on top of that by eating a lot of food with fiber in it. Also, make sure you drink plenty of water and exercise regularly. In a few weeks, I'll be posting a video on what over-the-counter medications you can take while you're pregnant. So be sure to hit subscribe so you'll know when that video comes out. Finally, let's talk about morning sickness. Now, first of all, I hate that name. It's totally misleading. I wish it were just in the morning, but it's like all day sickness, which is totally crappy. But I have some great tips to help you with this. First off, try to avoid having an empty stomach. It's definitely worse with an empty stomach. Eat or drink something right when you wake up. Keep snacks with you at all times. So keep something in your purse, keep something by your bed in case you wake up in the middle of the night or first thing in the morning. Something as simple as saltine crackers really can help. Dehydration can make your morning sickness worse.
Mom! Daddy!
Yeah.
Daddy!
Yeah.
Daddy!
Yeah. Dehydration can make your morning sickness worse too. So drink lots of water, but don't guzzle it because overfilling your stomach can worsen your morning sickness too. Frequent small sips of water throughout the day is really the best. Some foods make morning sickness worse. These are called triggers. Once you recognize your triggers, it's best to try to avoid them. For my first pregnancy, I had the worst trigger to cooking butter. Guys, if you have a trigger, I want to know what it is. Put that in the comment section below. Most women tend to tolerate protein-rich foods, bland foods, and salty foods a little bit better, but every person is different, so figure out what works for you. Ginger has been shown to help with morning sickness. It comes in lots of different forms like tea. You can get it in ginger candy or you can buy fresh ginger, grate it and mix it up with a little bit of warm water, honey, and lemon. That was really good for me. Peppermint as well has been shown to help. And personally, that really helped me too. But if none of these are helping and you don't want to take a prescription, you can go to the store and go to the pharmacy section and pick up vitamin B6. It has been studied and shown to help with morning sickness. You can also purchase something called Unisom. Now, there are two kinds of Unisom, so you have to read the label. One Unisom is the generic name of diphenhydramine. Don't get that, that's just Benadryl. The one that you want to get has the generic name doxylamine. This is the one that you would want to choose. Now, before taking either of these over-the-counter supplements, I recommend that you talk to your OB first just to make sure that they're cool with it. You can also purchase something called Preggy Pop Drops, and they are awesome. They're just little lozenges that you can put in your mouth that really help. They contain natural ingredients, including vitamin B6, which, as I mentioned earlier, has been studied and shown to help. I like that they're convenient to carry around, and you can eat them anywhere. I did a more in-depth video about morning sickness, and I'll put a card up here if you want to check that out. But for now, here's my tip for this week. Make sure you are wearing sunblock. Pregnancy hormones can lead to a skin condition called melasma. This is darkening of your skin pigmentation, particularly in your face, in your neck, and in your arms. And unfortunately, melasma doesn't go away after the baby is born. There are different treatments, but the best thing to do is try to avoid getting it. Prevention is the key. And the best way to prevent melasma is by using protection. Wear sunblock, wear a big hat, wear long sleeve shirts. Next week, I'll be talking about some of the first trimester screening for abnormalities, along with changes you and your baby could be experiencing around week 9 of your pregnancy. So watch for that video, click on that, and I will see you over there.